How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a blessed day, and if not, I hope it becomes that way. Tonight I'm going to be reading out of the book of John, chapter 14, and then we're going to make a bow fishing reel out of a can of cream corn. So, let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you. For I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. And you know the way where I am going. Thomas said to him, Lord, we do not know where you're going. How do we know the way? Jesus said to him, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. Give your life to Jesus, folks. If you haven't already, just give him a holler. Okay, you want a fancy Ryobi grinder first. I've got a hickory board, don't have a cedar board on hand, otherwise I'd use cedar. Hole saw, hacksaw blade, can of cream corn. This is not my recipe. This is, I don't know if it's Clay Hayes' recipe either, but it's a bow fishing reel that he's got another video on how to make, or put out, probably the first video on how to make one like this. And I'm gonna give her a shot. I made a bow for a guy that said he's from Florida, and I figured I better make a bow fishing reel to go with it. So I think I want her about cut off about right there. So, oh my goodness, I mean, that'll work. Oh my goodness. If I then just break it off too short. That'll work. All right. So we've got our hacksaw blade set on the can like that. I went ahead and blew her and burned the glue off. You probably want to wear a respirator when you do that, or hold your breath. Next, let's get a hole saw. Keep your fingers out of the way of these things. You don't want to get your fingertip in one of them holes. Next, you're going to want to set your board on something that you don't mind running your bit into, and then stand on it. Next, you're going to want to put your safety squints on and grind the teeth off this old hacksaw blade with a nice and well wore out flapper disc, so it takes way longer than it ought to. Oh, like a glove. Here we have a little whitetail liver jerky. Not the best. It's almost like that jerky that you grind up first and then squirt out of the big old syringe onto the parchment paper. It kind of crumbles apart. Fortunately, the liver taste doesn't really hit you till right at the end. The aftertaste definitely livery, but not terrible. It cuts it a lot, drying it. Not my favorite. But here we have some whitetail heart jerky. That's where it's at. Okay, back to her. Here's that bow. 71 inches, 60 pounds at 28-inch draw length. This is funny. This Flemish twist string is the first one that I've attempted twisting out of the real bowstring material, B55. And I don't know if it's the right string or not for this bow, but as I was twisting it, I got my first loop twisted into her. I don't know if you can see her very well. And I got to this other end and I put back twist in each one of the bundles of strings. You got your green and your brown. And I put back twist in her, twisted this loop together. It was looking good. And I guess this was a mistake. I twisted it the wrong way. And I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And I unraveled this end. Well, both ends really. But was able to come back, retwist this taper into this loop, and get to this end and finish her off. It's a miracle that it shoots. It's under a lot of tension on this hickory bow here. It's kind of a flat, long bow, I guess. Somebody will probably correct me though. But anyway, yeah, it's a horse to string up for a short guy. Oh! Pops my back just about every time I string her up. Oh, she's all there. Whew. But anywho, put some deer antler overlays on the tips. Antler arrow shelf, buffalo hide handle, coyote string silencers. Let's go ahead and measure this roughly. Don't forget to put your safety squints on. Hickory donut. Cream corn can. Now all I need is an inner tube or some leather, and some string, some braided nylon or something. Got her wrapped on there a couple times around the top, and when you wrap it on there, since it's got this bevel on the side that touches the bow, you wrap this top side and it starts to do a wheelie, and then when you cinch it down on this end, it really pulls tight on these wraps to get her on there good and snug enough. Ain't no carp gonna rip that off. All right, let's go like this. Tie an arborist knot, or an arborist hitch. See that? Stuck on there. Cut our tag end. Burn it. Melt it to itself. Okay. Sweet. It's the next day. I was able to round up a fishing arrow. It's much heavier than the wood arrow I was trying to fling yesterday with a string attached to it, and this one flies much better. Let's take a look. And here's how she shoots with a 500 grain carbon arrow with, I believe these are 125 grain whistlers on the end, just for kicks and giggles. Make the neighbors think this guy's shooting off bottle rockets in his backyard, and really, he's just flinging darts. All right, let's shoot it. And we're dancing right around the old golf tee there. That'll do. Well, thanks for watching. Here's the whole setup. coyote quiver that I tanned myself. Buffalo hide finger tab, did not tan this buffalo. 60-pound hickory bow. It's got, I guess you could say, like a third of the back of it, backed with rawhide. This is a bend through the handle bow, and I'd had a couple break before making this one, so I went ahead and backed this one before breaking it, and it turned out pretty sweet. Got this quiver rigged up with some buffalo hide on the nose to catch the tip of this bow so you can carry it in the quiver. The bow fishing reel's stuck in here. This thing's ready to go hunting. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.